Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to record this message. This is my last update as I transition out of the role of GSS President and into the role of the Vice President, University and Academic Affairs. Last Friday, there was an announcement made which included two components. Number one, a new bursary for all graduate students, and also an award for PhD students. I want to discuss these two items with you. In April, we made a submission to the Board of Governors laying out the concerns that graduate students are expressing around the ability to pay summer tuition in light of the COVID-19 crisis and other challenges that graduate students are experiencing as a result of this crisis. In this submission, what we asked for was for the university to take a broad-based approach and create an award to offset the summer tuition payment. The university decided to go in a different direction, which is to create a new bursary specific to all graduate students that works differently from the traditional bursary system. Graduate students, instead of having to contact enrollment services and start the process of applying for a bursary, will receive an email with a questionnaire that will be directed to them by enrollment services so that they will be able to assess the need of each graduate student and disburse up to $3,000 per student. This is different and better in terms of the fact that it's not on the graduate student to start the process, but rather it'll be the university that will contact each one of us with the questionnaire. This will be done in a staggered manner so that all graduate students are assessed, but also in a way that enrollment services has capacity to assess each one of these rounds of applications. The whole population of graduate students will be assessed in advance of the June 15th deadline for summer tuition. This is not what we had asked for, so we will continue to ask for a more broad-based approach and a direct award towards tuition. However, we also recognize that this is a step forward and it is better than what we had before, and we thank the administration for taking this step, but we're also clear in that this is not sufficient and it is not the way in which we believe that this current crisis should be tackled. So rest assured, we will continue to work to awards to offset the summer tuition. Now, there was another component in this announcement, which is a PhD tuition award. This award, first of all, is not just for the summer. This is a new award that has been created and it will be assessed each time tuition is assessed. So you will continue to receive this award in every one of your tuition payments moving forward as a PhD student. This is not strictly the result of the COVID-19 crisis, but rather the result of a year-long advocacy effort that the GSS spearheaded. As many of you may be aware, we worked very hard last year to put to the administration, make the case to the administration that graduate students contribute to the university and should not have to pay tuition. This was received and understood, and this award is the first step in that direction. It is significant in the sense that it signals that the university has taken our point, has listened to the case we made, and has taken a first step into that direction. However, it is not enough to address the current COVID-19 crisis by any means. And this brings me back to my previous point. We will continue to ask for a more robust solution to the current issues. In terms of this award, this particular award is also scheduled to go up to 25% sometime during 2021. So I am happy insofar that this award signals the direction that the university may want to take, and we can continue to work with the university to expand this sort of supports for graduate students. But this still leaves us in a situation where summer is very difficult for many of us. So we want to continue working and providing as many supports as we can for graduate students during these difficult times. In this particular way, or the way we want to address this also is through our own financial aid program, which again is much more limited because our resources are much more limited than those of the university. We have allocated budget surpluses, as I indicated in my previous update, to the graduate student financial aid. and the panel that assesses the disbursement of this fund no longer meets only once monthly, but now meets on an as-needed basis to have a much more quick turnaround and response to graduate students. As part of my last update, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all the volunteers that worked very hard in the GSS. At this particular time, a number of committee chairs have reached their graduation time. I am very thankful to them and to all the graduate students who volunteered their time to the GSS. We could not function without all our volunteers, and to encourage all of you to also reach out, join, and participate. The GSS is run for graduate students, by graduate students, and it's a fundamentally democratic process where council, which is comprised of our departmental representatives, is the ultimate decision-making body in the institution. So if you want to participate and you want to change the direction of the GSS and the direction of the university by extent, do contact us to inform yourself on how you may join. Thank you very much for your support. I hope you're doing well. I know you must be having, many of you, a more difficult time than usual. Graduate school is difficult enough as it is, and these are definitely not easy times. Do contact us and let us know how we can help. We are trying our best on the summer tuition front, and I promise you that we will continue to work on this every single day. Thank you, and see you soon.